Okay, sorry for the interruption. Hopefully this will work out okay. We just had finished posting homework assignments. So we were back to our home page, and we want to insert so that students can see recent assignments on the home page as soon as they get here. So click Edit, come over here to Insert, scroll down, and here is a neat gadget called Recent Posts. We want to click on that. And we can edit, change our settings here. We want to show posts from homework assignments. We could choose for it to be just a short little bit of it, just a little bit longer snippet, or a full post altogether. Ours are very short, so full posts would be fine, but as you get into the semester and they get a little bit longer, you may want to just make it a snippet so it doesn't take up so much space on your homepage. You can customize how many posts you want to display, and then a title for it. So what I would put here is maybe recent homework assignments, and save that. Now I don't want it to be the very first thing they see, although pretty close to it, but I am going to move it down here underneath our picture. And actually I'm going to take our picture and I'm going to move it up into our header, and I'm going to move this welcome note up there as well. Okay, so I've got my two gadgets side by side here. And let's save and see what that looks like now. Okay, not too bad. I might want to change this font here because it looks a little funky right next to my picture. But so you can see that our recent homework assignments are the newest post shows up first, so kids can keep up to date on their homework. And you can use that in any way that you want. Another different type of page, we did a web page, did an announcement. Let's try a file cabinet. We're going to call this one Student Resources. File cabinet is also a very good name. Create that page. And so again, very generic because I didn't select a special template or anything like that, but just wanted to show you kind of the options that are available. I'm going to add a file from my desktop, ones that students would be using for fantasy football. So I want them to have a players list, a players under contract, a score sheet, and a helmet. And let's go ahead and put a schedule in there too. All right, so we're going to open those files. They're going to be added up to our file cabinet page. And once we get them in there, we can actually organize them a little bit if you want. If you have a bunch of different files you want your kids to have access to, I can, if you'll notice, there's an actual checkbox next to each document. So for example, this players list and schedule are actually class documents. So I'm going to say move to a new folder, class documents. Specific to a class and not really specific to an individual student. And then the rest of them are available to everybody. And we can go ahead and just for the sake of organizing, call them, well, football documents, or we can leave them like they are. So that's what a file cabinet page looks like. You can add files, you can add links, you can add all sorts of great things. Another type of page, and actually the last type of page, is going to be a list page. This is can be used to make any kinds of lists that you want. A lot of teachers might put down maybe a reading list. Okay, so there's a couple different types of lists that you can use. Action items, keep track of action items from a meeting or a project. That might be really useful for a math class especially. An issue list, track your project's open issues, things that we haven't resolved yet. Track the status of individual units in your project, or make your own. So we're going to go ahead and just create our own. And then here's where we can customize our list. So it's right here asking a new column, what do we want to call it? We decided to make it a reading list. So we're going to put title, and the type of information in it is going to be text. So then we're going to add a column, and the next we'll put page numbers. Checkbox, date, drop down, URLs, text. Different options for your columns there. So title, page number, let's do due date. And the last one we're gonna put done. And we'll put a checkbox just to see what it looks like. Okay, so there is our little list. Let's go ahead and add an item. Let's say we want them to read the grapes of math. Page number 5 to 10. It's actually a very short book. Due August 8th. Save. And we could check whether it was finished or not. So maybe as the semester goes on, you can put a check there for ones that are already completed and they don't need to look at anymore. Or just delete it, totally up to you. Let's add one more. We'll call it the math course. Pages 1 through 15, due August 30th. Okay, so you can see kind of the different things that you could be doing with the list. So that's all of the different types of page templates that you can create with Google Sites. The last thing that I want to show you is over here your sidebar. This one has been automatically organized for us, but you can customize this if you don't like the way that it looks, or if you want to just make it not quite so busy and reorganize. So you can hit Edit Sidebar. And you'll notice here, this is kind of the back-end layout of your website, page content, header, all that's kind of customized by your theme, or we've already done it. And then here's the actual sidebar stuff. So it says navigation, and we can edit. It says automatically organize my navigation. If I uncheck this, then I see all the different things that are listed in my sidebar, and I can move them or delete them or change them however I see fit. So if I select, for example, home, I can move it up or down in the sidebar. I can indent it and make it a sub-page underneath another page, or I can move it out and make it one of a top-level page. So you'll see, like here for homework assignments, week 2 is actually a sub-page under homework assignments. Now I could grab it and move it out if I wanted to. Of course, that doesn't really make a lot of sense given what we did with it. So I can reorganize this list however I want. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and take out homework assignments. No, I'm not. I'm going to take out these. Yeah, I am. Take out homework assignments, the bottom 2, because they show up on the post, and if they just click on homework assignments, then they can go see the rest of it. And I'm also going to take these. I'm going to take out all 3 of these last pages, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Okay, so I want to save that. Hold down, save, okay. Oh, one other thing. Notice down here, sitemap is checked. If I uncheck this, then the sitemap option comes off of the sidebar. That's a nice tool because if you are organized enough or you are using a website from the previous year, you can hide pages so that students can't see them yet. But if there is a sitemap option available, students can find that all pages you have created and saved on the website are available to view in the sitemap. So if you hide the sitemap option, then kids can't, or it will be harder to find a way to get to pages or posts or things like that that you don't want them to see just yet. So taking that off might be a good idea, depends on your preferences. So here I am back at the customizing site, and I'm going to add a sidebar item. couple of different options here: navigation, text, site activity. Okay, so I'm going to add another navigation button. I'm going to edit it, and so I'm going to add some pages because I took a few off. So here's the pages I have available to add. Useful if I've already got home, calendar, I've already got home. I'm going to go ahead and add the homework assignment page. And I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to add the reading list. Okay. And now I want to add that last page I hid, student resources. And I'm going to hit OK. And this particular section, I'm going to go ahead and title this Students. So this is pages intended specifically for students, but parents can of course come and look at them as well. Save your changes and head back to your site. So now you can see the new look of my sidebar, a little neater, a little less junked, and you can add and change a lot more than just that. So these are just a few of the very basic things that are available to you when creating a Google site, so that you and your students can collaborate. You can also share, make it public to anyone. You can give students permission for specific pages so that they can edit on this page, but they can't touch, the homework assignments and try to change them so that no one has to do homework. Things like that. So hopefully this was a nice little insight into just kind of the tip of the iceberg on what you can do with Google Sites. Thanks.